Okay. Hey everyone. So apologies for being late. Smothered and covered content. What are you talking about? All right. Anyway, hey. So sorry guys. Yeah, I'm late. I know. This is very responsible behavior for a guy who's streaming for fun. So this time, rather than me waiting for people to pop in, 5 minutes late. That's 5 push-ups. All right. I'll consider. I'll take that into consideration. Okay. So yeah. Um. I'm emotionally banned for being late. I mean, sure. Okay. So yeah, let me just catching up on anything in YouTube chat. Yeah, looks like all chat's all working as I hope. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this in a moment. I haven't seen this aside from just making sure the volume's appropriate for the stream. If at any point things in the video are too loud, let me know. But yeah, like I've seen maybe 15 seconds tops. Just like the beginning of Master speaking. And then just making sure that his audio isn't like my mic doesn't pick up his voice and then have like a weird echo, and then just making sure that general game sounds are fine too. So, okay. So, yeah. Right, so late, just like the showcase, right. So, yes, I haven't seen this. I don't know anything about it. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go through this and kind of just go through it at a pace that I want to engage with when it comes to the actual release for Nioh 3. Boofer looks tired, like he's been playing something 24/7. You know, I don't have Nioh 3. Okay? Why don't you guys just believe me? You can totally trust me. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this slowly. I might pause on occasion. So there's that. So I don't know what to expect, and let this just be kind of, I guess, me watching this, let this be kind of a reflection of how I'm going to engage with Nioh 3 when it comes out, the demo that is next week, and the main game that comes out in 2 weeks. So, I guess without much further ado, it's time for me to watch this. Yeah, I might pause on occasion, correct. So... But yeah, let me know while I'm watching this if you want me to raise the audio from the video or not. All right? And if you think it's fine, like, just be like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. So, time to watch this. I don't know what to expect. Here we go.
Welcome to the world of Nioh 3. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy this extended demonstration of the adventures that await in Nioh 3.
Ooh, the music. Ooh. Not loud enough? Okay. Whoa! Just straight up started playing. Okay, a little louder. Okay.
A portion of Nioh 3 takes place in Japan's Warring States period, where yokai roam and a horrifying realm known as the Crucible has emerged. Here we explore a vast open field as we seek out a path to the Crucible.
Oof, nice. Better if you want me to... Okay. Thanks for letting me know. So this looks like the map from that we got to play with the alpha demo. So Sengoku, right? Yo, cut the sexist humor out. Yeah, the wolf wasn't there before either. Here's the
Our
Nikushi and Nioh though.
protagonist can freely switch between two combat styles, samurai and ninja, at any time. Players can switch between styles to adapt to certain enemies and situations, or to suit their own preferred playstyle.
Ooh, spitting dragon, nice. Ooh, the kicks. Ooh, nice.
In samurai style, we face enemies
Also,
head-on,
wait, let me
utilizing
pause.
martial arts.
There's no HUD. There's no HUD. I just realized there's no heads-up display. I'm hoping that's an option. I hope, like, there's no heads-up display. All right, hey, if we have that option, great, cool. It'll make for nice videos too. All right, time to keep going. Cool. They did it just for this showcase. Okay.
And deflect while switching between stances to unleash a wide range of attacks.
I see. Okay. It might just be. Ooh. Oh, this is a different level.
In ninja style, we outmaneuver enemies with ninjutsu and evade, together with mid-air attacks and attacks that strike from behind.
Ooh. Yeah, that's cool.
You will encounter friendly characters and yokai on your journey. Interacting with
Yo,
them
I can't
may
wait.
bring valuable rewards.
What the hell is happening? What the fuck? Wait, what is going on? Oh, okay. I was like, it's pretty crazy. So an NPC benevolent helper looked like Hanzo. Whoa. Oh man. I'm noticing
Our
more
protagonist's
details.
destination, the Crucible, is a treacherous area ruled by yokai. Here, even harsher battles await.
This video is 17 minutes. Whoa. What the fuck was that? People throwing rocks and shit?
Those who summon the Crucible are heroes who have lost their way and succumb to their own ambitions and misguided causes.
So Takeda Shinga in a human form. Ooh.
Our objective is to defeat these fallen heroes and purify the
Oh,
Crucibles
let's every
in each
spin, let's
era.
go! Yo! Yeah, there was a one-eye throwing the stones too. Yeah, new traps, that was pretty cool. Dude, that
Once
looks...
an enemy, always an enemy, it seems. I trust you, my timeless friend.
Our protagonist will traverse through different eras to purify the Crucibles. Here in the Heian period, we journey through a world frozen in ice.
This is cool. Yeah, I think the armors look nice too. Oh, nice. Hey, Ocean Machine. Hey, Shark Zoo. Yeah, I feel like we'll be able to fight Yoshitsune again. Ooh, nice. What the heck? Some big ass raven? What the shit? Whoa! That's new. There's that earthen wall thing. Cool. Fun little trap. You have to fight that thing? Please say yes. We have to. Cool. This is cool, get it? We're on ice level. Yeah, dual ninja swords. Oh, this is that enemy I fought in the Bakumatsu demo. Oh, that is cool. That's a good use for that. Ooh, and the music. Don't get grabbed, don't get grabbed. Okay, good. Yeah, like the ice Ubume, right? I don't know what she's called. Cool. Ooh. Yeah, that music was cool. What's going on here?
You can call upon other players to help you face powerful enemies.
Oh, co-op. Itsumade. Oh god. Itsumade looks... nice. Base game Itsumade, no longer a DLC enemy. Oh, what the heck is this?
This assistance from other players will surely help
Ooh.
during your struggle to
Oh, that's a
purify
boss.
the crucibles across history.
Oh, the Itsumade Soul Core, there it is! Oh, yes! It's... oh, that's so cool! I can't tell what's happening.
Our hero's journey begins in the Edo period.
Okay, so story stuff?
What gave birth to the Crucible? Why did the protagonist's brother betray and steal the title of Shogun? Embark on a journey through time to uncover the truth.
Ooh. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, there's a Switchglaive, by the way. I mean, they already confirmed it. Wait, what? Where are we? Whatever this is, this looks cool. Oh, they brought back the stone soldiers from Nioh 1 and Wolong. Okay, cool. There you go. I think now every enemy has been brought back now. Stone soldiers from Nioh 1 by popular demand. Yo, this level looks so cool. What the fuck? These are so... oh, come on. I didn't want to see a Gaki chief. No, no. No. Team Ninja, go back. Go back to the drawing board. I don't want to see this shit. Delete, please. No, Master, you do not need to have it. No. No, I'm not putting on a 0.5 speed. Ooh, Arc of Chaos. Did he just summon Gakis? Oh my gosh. Just Master, I want to be done. Please. Thank you. Okay, just... this is... but... okay, anyway, memes aside. Very interesting level. Looks so cool. And the
light
music.
that sullies darkness is still here.
Who the heck's this? Nice. Nice. Ooh, Switchblade gets a win thing. Oh! Don't know what's happening, it looks cool. Nice. Ooh, nice. Oh, that looks so cool.
Is human strength sufficient? Then let the dark radiance permeate everything!
Very cool. These are some really varied levels. I'm so glad I didn't get spoiled on them before. Ah, Twin Dragons, that move's so cool. And the water version. Jutsu? Okay, cool. That's so cool. My guess is this is from PS5 Pro. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought it was Azuchi Castle too. Dude, where is this? I don't know, but it looks so cool. Joro Gumo makes a return? Are you fucking serious? I was joking. Okay, two Nioh 1 bosses are back. Fucking hell. Joro Gumo from Nioh 1 makes a return. Damn. I didn't expect that. Yeah, that's a Nioh 1 boss. So Hino Enma and Joro Gumo are back. I mean, I think Nioh 1 boss quality wasn't as great as Nioh 2's, but... Ooh, Izuna drop! Yeah, let's go!
So that I may see tomorrow. You shall die.
Cool, windswept. Another windswept. Great. Empty retribution, cool. I don't know what's... Split staff. Ooh, with a water thing. Oh, that looks cool. Nice. Cool. There's a Sky Rift, I think. Fists. Nice. Oh, takedown. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Showcase. Let's go. This is very expansive, my goodness. Yeah, Switchblade is on Samurai.
Takechio, the
Oh.
rebel. In Lord Kunimatsu's stead, I'll finish you!
Oh, that's Tokugawa Yoshinobu, right? No, you should not have used the Gaki Chief. That was the wrong decision. Interesting boss. It's gonna take a lot of getting used to. Ooh. Cool. Oh, that looks so cool, dude. Oh, that's beautiful looking. Yes, it's a young Shogun from Ronin.
The journey begins with an inexperienced warrior fighting alongside allies across different eras against fearsome yokai and legendary heroes, ultimately becoming a skilled warrior and leader in the process. Conquer the crucibles and prove your worth as Shogun.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
The light.
Okay, it looks like a lot of just trailer footage, right? Their music, though. Our character does talk a little bit.
The light of hope. Light unseen at the end of time. Go now!
Dang, man. Cool. Tokugawa Takechio is our character's name.
Thank you for watching. We hope you look forward to embarking on your own journey, conquering the Crucible, and becoming Shogun on February 6th.
Oh, that music, though. Next week, you guys. Next week. Alright, well, that's pretty much it, right? Yeah. Damn, man. I'm just still taking that in. Wow. Am I gonna play Nioh 2 while waiting? No, I'm done playing Nioh 2. That was like... Alright. That was like a very, very... like... what's the best way for me to put it? I think, hands down, that has been the most professional gameplay showcase I've seen from Team Ninja, like, period. Just straight up. It was very detailed, and it got me very curious and very excited. It was obviously narrated by Master, who knows what he's doing. That was just fantastic. Showcased a lot of different things, a lot of really cool things. A lot of unique places. Did they show all the weapon types? Let's see. I think maybe in some capacity, maybe like a little weapon skill here. Let's see. Definitely sword. I'm pretty sure dual sword. Yeah, dual swords. They did spear. There was odachi. There was axe. There was fists. There was switchblade. So all for samurai style. For ninja style, kusarigama, talons, ninja sword, dual ninja swords, split staff. What am I missing? Sword, dual swords, talons. They did hatchets. They did split staff, kusarigama, and then why can't I remember? Oh, and tonfa. I think tonfa. I'm not sure though. Yeah, so they had like clips for every weapon, but not like in the full capacity. But yeah. So okay. So all right, I'll take some questions. So wow, that was a like that was an excellent showcase. It showed why I'm like, yeah, I just want to play the game, please. I'm like hyped. If they do this for the DLCs, oh great. Right, they let the gameplay actually breathe and speak for itself. What's going on here? Come on. Okay, good. Just want to stop here. Yeah, I think this video is fantastic. I don't really have any criticism of it. It got me excited. It did the job. It gave a lot of detail. And at this point, I would just be like nitpicking over minor things. So whatever. Like it's very, very great. It's great. So yeah, they did show all the weapons, all 14, but they didn't get the same amount of time. Okay. So a question was, I heard they changed the zero key combo potential. Can you explain what they changed and how it will impact gameplay? So, okay. So now I'm going to start answering questions. So I'm answering questions in the order that they come, starting with the question that I was just asked. So if I missed your question from before, just ask it again and I'll get to it as soon as I can. So zero key combos are not really a thing anymore against human enemies, as far as I can tell. I'm sure people will discover something eventually. But basically, when you deplete a human boss's key, it kind of functions like it does in Rise of the Ronin, which is you have a little bit amount of time to grapple them, but you can like beat on them for a bit, and then they regenerate their key rapidly. So you can't like cheese them in that respect and just like keep them at zero key over and over again. But who knows? There could probably be a way for you to do it. It may not change all things like in the grand scheme of things. I'm sure players who know what they're doing can just deplete enemies' key, but they just don't want to make it as oversimplified as it could be. Right, like infinite loops. They're basically preventing that, which I'm fine with. Okay. So no new weapons. For most people on the outside, they will say no new weapons. For me, the way that I see it is there are 3 new weapons for ninja style. And in fact, all the ninja style weapons are, if at the very least, reworks of existing weapons in Nioh 2 or just new additions altogether. So ninja style has 7 weapons. Tonfa, Kusarigama, Hatchet, Split Staff, Sword, Ninja Sword, Dual Ninja Swords, and Talons. In practice, while you might think like at first, oh, Ninja Sword and Sword is just 2 swords. I mean, yes, that's true. But in practice, actually playing ninja style weapons feels very different from samurai styles. So for me, they're basically new in actual practice, while in the name, of course, it doesn't seem any different. But in total, we have 14 weapons across the 2 styles. Okay, another question was, just 2 DLC planned this time, not 3 as usual, correct? There will only be 2 DLC. My assumption is that each of these DLCs will be even more packed. It'll still feel like the amount of content we get for 3, but it's just going to be wrapped up in 2 probably bigger packages. Okay, let's see. I only wish they'd done it sooner, and they didn't even need to show as much as they did in terms of bosses or locations. Could have kept things more secret. They could have, but oh well. Maybe you should field that one. Yeah, go for it. What's my favorite ice cream flavor? That's a secret. Any benefit to pre-ordering before the demo as opposed to days before launch? I don't think so. I think probably if you want to get those pre-order bonuses, I would personally recommend waiting until you test out this demo that's coming out next week, and then deciding if you're like, yeah, I want the bonuses too. So that's about it. So the human enemies are similar to yokai enemies? Yeah, and in a way. Did they give AA agility, dodge, to ninja style? I don't know if that's how they coded it specifically, but the dodge range for ninja style is very high. So it's like ninja style is very, very good for dodging. Will they give us 1 more New Game Plus in base game because of the 2 DLC instead of 3 in your opinion? Maybe. Or an idea that I had is that they might remove like the Dream of the Strong and just have like base game and then like a Dream of the Demon equivalent difficulty right away. Detob, what's your question? Just tag me in it. I can't. If I missed your question, I'm trying to go in order. If I missed your question, just ask it. I don't miss questions on purpose. Okay. So I'll get to your question. So, I think when it comes, so just to kind of cap off the New Game Plus stuff, I imagine that we are still going to get a large amount of content in general. And I imagine it'll be a bit more streamlined. Or what could happen is that maybe as they could have, instead of 2 difficulty cycles in base game, they could just give like 3. So you could have like your samurai, your strong, and your demon for Nioh 3. And then like the DLCs will have like Wise and Nioh respectively. I don't know. But I do not think we're going to get less overall. I think if anything we'll get consistent and if not more. Yeah, let me see. How many people do I have across both platforms? 177 on YouTube. Not that many on Twitch though, just like 30, 40 people. But 200 people and watching, not obviously all chatting. Okay. I haven't seen the trailer. Is it too spoilery in your opinion? Not for me. Story-wise, like there are some story spoilers, but frankly, that's not a detail I pay too much attention to. But in terms of gameplay stuff, there's a lot of goodies. A lot of goodies. Okay. I enjoyed it. I don't feel like my experience was ruined. If anything, though, I feel like my experience and my excitement has been increased, so that's great. Okay, another question was, do you think the game is going to make Nioh not so niche anymore? Probably not. I don't know, though. That's not something I can predict. How different is the control scheme now that there is a jump? It was certainly different with the addition of the jump button and a bunch of other things, but fortunately there are custom controls, so I basically just, it's like I'm playing with Nioh 2 controls, and then just, as opposed to circle being interact, circle is jump. Like, that was it. It's like such a marginal change for me. Okay. And it didn't really mess with muscle memory that much, simply because I had the custom control stuff. Did they confirm a demo or anything? Yes, next week you are getting a demo. For both PC and PS5. So you can just see the game for yourself, see if you want to buy it. How many days do you recommend I take off from work for a release? 0. Why? Maybe 1 if you want. But 0, because you're going to be playing this game forever. So, you know, you want to make sure you maintain a healthy lifestyle that involves Nioh 3. Don't have Nioh 3 take over. Okay, because otherwise if you let it take over, you'll destroy your life. And the game is that good, right? That's what we all expect. But I do know some people have taken time off already, which you're free to do. All right. Since weapons are locked to styles, does that mean stuff like Kusarigama doesn't have 3 stances anymore? Yes, that's correct. Okay, and then now D-Tope, thanks for your patience. Since I don't use the parry in Nioh 2, I'm worried, is the Nioh 3 parry better? So I don't necessarily think the parry is better. Like, I assume you're talking about deflect. So deflect can be used against just about anything. So in that respect, yeah, it makes it better, but in terms of like greater power, not necessarily. It's just a nice, useful tool. It's not as powerful as, say, Rise of the Ronin's Counterspark. In Ronin, you could Counterspark and everything pretty much, and then refill, not only refill your ki, but also depleted enemies that way. So it's deflect in Nioh 3 is just a useful tool. It's not the end-all be-all. And in terms of actual parry abilities in Nioh 2 versus Nioh 3, it seems their power level is relatively consistent, and it seems like there is a pros and cons relationship between parries and deflects. So parries basically have a higher risk, and this is what I actually wanted. Parries have a higher risk and give you a high reward in some way, shape, or form. Deflects are much safer, and their reward isn't immediate. So I personally think that's fair. It's kind of what I wanted. I wanted there to be moments where I was like, oh yeah, now I want to go for a parry, versus, oh yeah, now I want to go for a deflect. Or I could go for either option, but I have to decide what pros and cons I want. Which is cool. Okay. I noticed that damage seemed lower per hit on bosses compared to the past 2 Niohs. What is your take on this? I felt that it took too long to kill them despite me already knowing their patterns. In terms of scaling things, I imagine it's improved and tweaked more favorably for people overall. But in terms of strict balancing, I don't necessarily know how that's going to play out. And I say this because even when I played Nioh 3 back in November at Koei Tecmo America's office, I was told in advance that I was overleveled and overpowered for like the beginning, and then like slowly would level out to the final like enemy, the final boss of that demo. So in terms of the final product, I don't know yet, but my anticipation is that for the base game difficulty, it'll be relatively consistent with Nioh 2. That's my guess though, but I don't know for a fact. I'm not that concerned about damage scaling being a long-term problem anyway, because they've already put out stuff in Nioh 2, such as the Stone of Penance, so you can just customize that stuff, or you can weaken your character with builds, or improve your builds. The player customization is still there, so I'm not that worried about it. Hope that at least addresses your questions and potential concerns with that. Okay. Let me see, did I miss any questions? Okay, no, I'm here. How many hours do I think it'll take to 100%? I don't know, 100, 50, 60, 70 hours, maybe. I don't know. I have no clue. From playing the demo, did they go with the builds and stats don't matter, new game plus thing, or do builds matter right away? I think the answer to that question really depends on the player. For me, build and stats most likely will not play that much of an impact, but I think if you may not be as experienced as myself, obviously some of that is going to be important. It really just depends. Like, I think it's kind of I think it depends. If you're like really comfortable with game mechanics, you don't have to focus so much on builds. But if you're not that comfortable with game mechanics, then you do want to focus on builds. So I think it just depends on the player. Now, naturally, some players were great with both, where it's like, I have super crazy builds and I'm mechanically competent at the game. Can I have something that fits for me? And then they just gave Stone of Penance. So I don't know what the final form of things were going to be, but I imagine they are trying to appeal to both newcomers and veterans alike. I think they've made that clear. Okay. Since we can jump in Nioh 3, will we be able to swim in Nioh 5? Maybe. Maybe they'll put the technology in there someday. Okay. Not sure if you already answered this, so sorry if that's the case, but do you think certain traversing options like the high jump or wall running will require you to get certain guardian spirits to give you that ability? I suspect yes. I suspect what you're thinking about, like some parts being inaccessible unless you have later guardian spirits. I think that might be possible. I think that's to kind of just encourage players like 100% sort of thing to like try to get everything. But again, I don't know. You quit your job in advance. Nice. Is Deflect Timely Guard? Yeah. Did I play Kazan? No, I did not. So I have nothing really to say with regards to that. How's the controls? Can you make them like 2? I think controls are great, and you can make them like 2. At least I know I will. You can customize your controls significantly, and there was a Type E control setting, which basically mimics Nioh 2. Okay. Parries don't work on everything as opposed to deflect, right? Yeah. Yeah. How long's the stream is gonna be? I don't know. It could be for, I have it set for 3 to 6, but I might switch to play something else. It just depends if, like, once questions start to, like, meek out or not be that important, like, types of questions, then I'll probably switch and stop the stream. You've played a more robust build of the game since the last demo. Are there any stats and effects that were removed from in the previous games? I didn't spend much time with the stats and a lot of those numbers, so I don't really know. I legit only had 3 hours with the demo. That was it, just 3 hours. So in those 3 hours, I spent about 45 minutes to an hour just looking through the skill trees. The other 2, I just spent going through the demo and trying to capture all sorts of footage. So I didn't get to spend my time on that. Do you like that Itsumade creates his own yokai pools instead of using enemies? Yeah, seems fun. He probably can use the enemies as well and then just detonate all of them. I'm like, yeah, bro, I got pocket nuke. They say you can decide to play only samurai style or only ninja style, but you only have one weapon per style at the same time, but it seems it kind of forces you to switch by default. It probably encourages you, but you can just stick to one weapon. And I don't know how progression will work out, but eventually they'll have 2 weapons per style. So it might be fairly early where it's like, oh, here you go, 2 weapons per style. I don't know. Do I count as a veteran or a newcomer with 200 hours? That's up to you. Do you feel like you have a lot of good experience that's helped you conquer Nioh 2 and Nioh 1? If so, then you're probably a veteran, but just let individuals decide what they want to label themselves as. Hey Llama, what weapons will you focus on your first playthrough? So far, my mind is set on sword for samurai style and maybe kusarigama for ninja style, but that could change. I have a question. Are they going to add purity and corruption in the game? It seems like they've taken it out altogether. Did Ninja have a Zuna drop in the demo? No. Well, actually, it did. What am I talking about? Not in the alpha demo. In the one that I played in November, it did. And they also showcased it in the video here. So yeah, Ninja style has a Zuna drop. Okay. Are control schemes customizable? Yes. Yeah, that's what I did. What you're talking about for customization, I did stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you can customize quite a bit. Ninja Sword does have a Zuna drop. I think Talons does as well. Okay. Is it possible to play through the whole game just as Samurai or just as Ninja? Yes. You do not need to flip-flop all the time between the two. They've specifically set things up so that you can just play with one style, and they've said that the game is meant you can play with one or both. It's just up to you. Is Ninja style easy mode, in your opinion? Nope. I don't think so at all. So one thing to that I'll just mention, I think there can be a bit of a misunderstanding on the complexity for Ninja style, and I'm personally not that worried about it being like easy mode at all. I think it is going to be complex, just in a different way. So I've talked about this on stream before, but here's how I think about it. Samurai style does have 3 stances. You have your high stance, mid stance, and low stance. Ninja style doesn't have stances, but it still has 3 different dimensions of play. You've got your ground-based weapon play, You have your air-based weapon play, which is fucking huge. And you have ninjutsu. So only, for example, only working with weapon play with ninja style is like not using high stance with samurai style. Ninja style, like, it felt very complex. It felt very different. So I'm like not worried about it being complex, and I had so much fun. Learning how to like weave back and forth in combat with my melee weapons, proper positioning to like get behind enemies, with my ninjutsu and like weaving them all with like air combos and ground combos was like, it was a lot, but it was a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my opinion about that. Did Nioh 3's demo have any skills combos with a negative input buffer? What do you mean by that? I'm not too familiar with the term. My only nitpick is that living artifact grapple was not showcased. Do you think it's not there at all? I mean, it seems possible, but I don't know. So what does wind element status effect do again? Increases enemies, it increases the key damage taken and reduces key recovery speed. Is Azuna drop sword specific? Also on talons, I believe. Would it be difficult to gear up 2 different sets according to the loot that you've seen dropped? No, I mean, you can have samurai sets and ninja sets. I mean, they are unique, basically. In terms of, like, 2 sets for samurai style or ninja style, like, respectively, I don't know. I haven't seen that. How do you feel about the Soul Core summons? They were really slow in the alpha. I think they're fine. I think they're great, useful tools. Some of them are very powerful. And don't forget that there will be some skills that you can select that, like, probably give you, like, faster casting or something. Or use it to effectively, like, that'll basically be jutsu cancel equivalents. Can you do combos by switching the styles? Sort of. So style shift in of itself isn't any super special, like, combo switching thing. It's just changing the styles. But there's a lot of ways you can set up going from like samurai style and transition into ninja style, so it just looks like this really flowing sequence. So it could be like you do an attack that like lifts you in the air, right? And then you could switch styles, and then you could like do some mid-air attacks and then like drop down. Can ninja style cleanse yokai ki? Yes, you can select a skill for that. How do you burst counter without switching styles? So there's, in the controls setups and schemes, you can either just perform a style shift or a burst break in the same style. You have that option. So it's there. It's part of the control schemes. And they have a lot of that customization for you. So you can just solely burst break, or you can style shift, which will also burst break. And you have that choice. Did they comment on how gear progression is going to work? From what I remember, Nioh and Nioh 2 did not have any ninja-based gray set effects. I don't know much about the builds in Nioh 3 at all. That's not something I got to dabble with. But I imagine something consistent from what we've seen with Nioh 1 and Nioh 2. That's my guess. You saw that follow-up after strong attack with the spear? That was neat. Yes, they gave tornado strong attack follow-up. That was cool. If wind is key damage, seems it has the effect from Nioh 1, and yeah, Nioh 1 wind was reduced attack, so it's kind of like earth, but it's just like a key damage. It's just basically related to key. Yeah, Switchglaive is back. By negative input buffer, I mean like skills like Triple Threat, where if you press the inputs too early, it eats input and net combo does not continue. I imagine they'll have things like that. They have Triple Threat again. They have, I don't know what other like timing-based skills they have. I'm not sure. I don't remember. What happened to purity and corruption? They're not there. How am I? I'm doing well. Just answering a bunch of questions after watching this. What do I think about the new yokai designs? Do I like them over the ones from the over 2 games? I don't know if I like... I'm at the point with Nioh where it's less about like, oh, I like these ones better than the others. I'm pretty much just kind of curious about more. Can you let the video play in the background with no audio while you chat? How about this? 2 things. 1, I'll watch the video in full. And 2nd, you can also watch the video without me. Fist is available for Samurai, right? Correct. Is the final boss the Gaki Lord? You're emotionally banned. Am I picking it up for the PS5? Yeah, that's what I plan to play it for. Okay, I think I caught up to all the questions. Whew. Can you watch MTV while you chat? Okay, this is when I know. By the way, when I get questions like this is when I know it's the stream is... I'm gonna end the stream pretty soon. Okay? That's what I know. Alright? This is precisely the point where I'm like, okay, there's not much point in me being here. Why PS5 instead of PC? The reason for that is because my PC won't be able to handle playing the game and streaming it at the same time. So I want to be able to do both, so having it on the PS5 will make it like so much easier. Okay, I'm not playing Nioh. I'll probably get Nioh 3 for PC. I just don't have a good enough PC. I have the current PC I'm streaming from has the graphics card is the GTX 1660 Super. I've had it for like 5 years. It'd be different if I had like an RTX 4070, but I don't. All right. Anyway. Yeah, I know Nemesis. Yeah, it's goofy questions. But right, so me having like I would play the game on PC, but I'm most likely just going to be streaming it. If you want to know the game requirements for PC, take a look at what Steam says. It'll tell you. Yeah, I'm just going to play it on PS5 and stream it from there. So, okay. I'm going to watch this then one more time, and then I think I will dip out since, unless you guys have any big questions. So here I go.
Welcome to the world of Nioh 3. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoy this extended demonstration of the adventures that await in Nioh 3.
Cool. Now I can just appreciate it.
A portion of Nioh 3 takes place in Japan's Warring States period, where yokai roam and a horrifying realm known as the Crucible has emerged.
No, I was not playing this.
Here we explore a vast open field as we seek out a path to the Crucible.
Do I know how you can tell I didn't play this? Because there's gawky footage in here. Can you add elemental weapons to buff your enemies, or to buff your weapons? Yeah. You got Onibis and stuff like that. No Ninja Gaiden today? I don't think I'm gonna play Ninja Gaiden. I was gonna play Stranger of Paradise. Was confusion still a thing? Yes.
Our protagonist can freely switch between 2 combat styles, Samurai and Ninja, at any time. Players can switch between styles to adapt to certain enemies and situations, or to suit their own preferred playstyle.
Question, how did I get so handsome? Dude, you're watching it. I've got Nioh 3. I mean, I got Nioh 3 footage. I don't have the games.
In Samurai style, we face enemies head-on, utilizing martial arts and deflect while switching between stances to unleash a wide range of attacks.
Was that a Liu Kang bicycle kick? Yep. Does ninja style have agility, speed to move fast? Absolutely. Take a look.
In ninja style, we outmaneuver enemies with ninjutsu and evade, together with mid-air attacks and attacks that strike from behind.
This is so cool.
You will encounter friendly characters and
Will
yokai
new
on
game
your
cycles be
journey.
available from the beginning?
Interacting with them
I don't
may
know.
bring
I
valuable
imagine so.
rewards.
You can damage enemies and grab animations? Seems to be the case. I'm not sure, Mr. Potato Head. Take a look at what Steam says. This is so
Our
cool.
protagonist's destination, the Crucible, is a treacherous area ruled by
Gosh, the
yokai.
Crucible with all the skulls and stuff, it just, and the corpses just look so, like, so unsettling.
Here, even harsher battles await.
I think Nioh 2 is more more difficult in a meaningful sense compared to Nioh 1. Yeah, that's a crazy trap, dude. They'll probably bring back those types of difficulties. Yeah, they've changed up the traps to make, like, it just feels fresh, even though a lot of the things are similar.
Those who summon
Like,
the
they're
Crucible
familiar,
are
but
heroes who have
it's
lost
not
their
the
way
same.
and succumb to their own ambitions and misguided causes.
This is interesting too. Like, we have the yokai form, but then also the human form too. Which I think is really cool.
Our
Kurama
objective
sword
is to
dance, and then look
defeat
at
these
this.
fallen heroes
Severing
and purify
spin.
the crucibles
What a
in each
boss. Oh, that's so glorious, dude. Yeah, this trailer is just, it's so cool to see just like all of this. I'm just like, hey, I just want the game now.
Once an enemy,
Cool.
always an enemy, it seems. I trust you, my timeless friend.
Our protagonist will traverse through different eras to purify the crucibles.
You've never been around on a new launch. Are there multiple New Game Plus ready on launch? Should they come after? I
Here
think
in the
historically
Heian
it's
period,
usually just been
we
one New
journey
Game
through a
Plus.
world frozen in ice.
And then with each DLC they add one more. Yes, Yoshitsune's in the game. They'll probably add scrolls too. I don't know, though. Yeah, Zealot, I'm hyped too. I'm just like soaking this in. This will be I'm like kind of excited to explore levels too. Yes, Yoshitsune's in the game. It's possible Ninetales Fox could make a return from Nioh 1. Like, they added bosses I never thought they'd need to, and then they ignored me anyway. There's a crucible at the end of the chapter or mission. It looks like, I thought there might be like 2 or 3 big ones. How do side missions work? Is it like one big map and you do everything there? Pretty much, yep. Have you had any acting classes? No. Juilliard, perhaps? No. Does that mean you're gonna believe me? No. Scrolls themselves are the rewards, because you get a bunch of like, the scroll is also an equipable accessory. Will demo builds and save carry over to the main game? Yes. Weren't they levels you had to beat for loot? Yep. That's such a cool use of Shadow Stitch. Even this music is so cool, dude.
You can call upon other
I
players
think
to
he's
help
just,
you face
it's probably just
powerful
gameplay
enemies.
showcase stuff, so it's tuned a bit. That's my guess. And you could also just have like an intense amount of like, he's just like over leveled or something, over geared. Because they, like, given how much work they have, they can't like take too much time on those things.
This assistance from other players will surely help during your struggle to purify the crucibles across history.
Yeah, I know, Zealot, I saw that, the co-op stuff. Look at this, Itsumade summons a whole bunch of things. And then detonates, yes! So cool.
Our hero's journey begins in the Edo period. What gave birth to the Crucible? Why did the protagonist's brother betray and steal the title of Shogun? Embark on a journey through time to uncover the truth.
Yeah, I did. This level, like, is so cool looking. Like, where is this? Yeah, they brought this enemy back from Nioh 1. You mean from Wolong? Yeah, exactly, from Wolong. I can confirm they'll have Yasusuke Sawamura in Nioh 3. That's the Hayabusa boss from Rise of the Ronin. So cool. This is not a peak moment. This is the worst part of the trailer. Gosh, air combos and shit. This is so cool.
The light that sullies darkness is still here.
Face grab and boom. This is so cool.
Is human strength sufficient? Then let the dark radiance permeate everything!
Kusarigama good in Nioh 3? I thought so. Yeah, the damage from the player character is so high. I don't know too much detail. I'm gonna play it in Japanese voice. I don't know too much about split staff. They didn't show too much here. Yeah, Shikigami. Yeah, I saw that too. I was very surprised by this. Joro Gumo from Nioh 1 makes a return. Unbelievable. Split staff is for ninja style, yes. Hino Enma and Joro Gumo have made a return. Where is all this stuff? It looks so cool though. There's a sign of the cross appears and then here you go. Is in a drop. Let's go. I deflect.
So that
I
see
think is
tomorrow.
balanced. I don't think it's OP.
You shall die.
There's just one split staff play with ninja. Yeah, just barely any split staff stuff showcased. So cool. What the fuck? That's so cool. This was so. Oh, that's awesome. Music is so nice. Really has like a real epic feel to it for me.
Takechio, the rebel. In Lord Kunimatsu's stead, I'll finish you!
This is very interesting. Yeah, and now with aerial gameplay involved, it's gonna be really interesting to like fight them. I'm very curious to like figure it out. Yeah, this showcase I think did a great job of hyping me up for Nioh 3. Oh, that's a gorgeous move to show off. Oh, that's so good looking, dude. Can't even fucking lie. There's just like art.
The journey begins with an inexperienced warrior fighting alongside allies across different eras against fearsome yokai and legendary heroes, ultimately becoming a skilled warrior and leader in the process. Conquer the crucibles and prove your worth as Shogun.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
Ooh, very cool.
Light, who traverses time.
Such an awesome showcase, I have to admit. I'm very happy. I'm very pleased with this. Any sort of criticism at this point is just pure nitpicking. I think this is a great showcase for Nioh 3. And give a good idea for people of what to expect. And yeah, I just want to play it. What makes a Gaki? Here's my answer. You're
Thank you
done.
for watching. We hope you look forward to embarking on your own journey, conquering the Crucible, and becoming Shogun on February 6th.
All the music, dude. All right, that's it, guys. I'm afraid you'll overfarm during the demo. Oh. Well, I'm sure they have a level cap. No, not becoming the Gaki chief. Stop that. Stop. No. Anyway, I guess, yeah, so that's going to be it from me for this Nioh 3 stream. I'll be coming back a bit later. But yeah, before I go, just a few things. I'm about to dip out. So for the demo that's coming out next week, January 29th, so less than a week, by the way. Less than a week, and all of us can play Nioh 3's demo. I don't know what's going to be in there, but Jakotsu Baba will be a boss we fight. All our data can transfer from that demo. And then the full game is releasing on February 6th. This gameplay showcase is just so much information, so much good stuff. And it makes me genuinely very excited to try it out. Like, I'm kind of just speechless. I'm not at nerd out mode anymore. I'm just like, yeah, the game's great. I just want to play. So, yeah. And well, I don't have any words. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching, for being here. If you want to watch this video yourself and investigate certain details, feel free to take a look on Team Ninja's YouTube, and they have it there. Yeah, kind of believe them when they said the alpha was just 6% of the full game. Yeah, I'm just believing it too. This seems incredibly expensive. So, very, very much excited. No, I don't have a review copy. But yeah, I'm going to dip out. I'll return in a few minutes to play some Stranger of Paradise. And the reason for that is, one, I need a break from Ninja Gaiden. But two, I need to prepare for my character creation in Nioh 3 being Jack Garland. I need to get Jack Garland's mindset in my head, all right? So it's just, I got to do that. Exactly. Time for a change. Just swear a lot? Yeah. This is the one. But anyway, I'll be back in a few minutes, so if you're interested in that, just, be on the lookout for a stream notification in like 5-10 minutes. Yep, thank you guys for watching, and I will see everybody pretty soon. Take care, and see ya.